about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me, my mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
What's the deal, my people? Welcome to another live stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're live. We made it. The assassins have failed to stop us once again, and we will have another Asian session in spite of them. Hey, Hab, why you gotta be yelling at everybody, bro? Yelling at everybody. Oh shit, people at the Zoom door. Come in. Jordan, what's the deal? Any in the building? Nope, just an empty chair.
What up?
What up?
What are you doing?
What up, gang?
What are you doing? What's up, my friend?
My friend,
Shit,
how are
Hector
you
in the
today?
building.
How are you
Let's see.
today, my friend?
Oh, very nice. I'd like to take a position right now on stream, my friend. Oh, shiznit. It's pushing up. Yo, gang. Fucking don't buy IHEB signals. Just show up to the live stream. They're free here. Not buy his signals. They're free on the stream. Ahab Saleh. You got to charge, bro. Anyway, welcome. Settle down. I think the seats are taken. There's standing room only, unless you want to hop onto somebody's lap. Barzo. And yeah, let's begin. Daily bullish, and we are pushing up. 46.43 daily target here. 4 hour bullish, broke the 4 hour resistance. 1 hour bullish, closed above the range. Now we're breaking the previous 1 hour high. How you do? Nice. Amazing start here to the live stream. What do we have going on here? There, okay, interesting. So, most recent, last time we were here. Boom. Bing, bada boom. Let's see if we are able to play this range. The 1 hour. Let me tell you something, my friend. If we get up to here, I would like to set some buy limit. I'm not too confident in the sell limit off 46.26, seeing how everything is bullish. But if we are able to get up to these areas and come back to 46.03, I'm very keen on taking a buy at 46.03.3 a la pancake. Okay? We're gonna need some closures. We're gonna need the market to push up here, maybe come back down to this area, form support. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But if we drive through the range, whenever we make it back down to 46.03, that'll be a BBL, right? We'll have a nice pancake over there. Oh, more people at the Zoom door. Come on in. Yeah, there was no live stream this morning for the New York session, because we gave too many pips out in the signal channel. I was like, oh, man. No, we traded late into the night, and then seen a bunch of things, but I didn't take anything. And then we had 4 positions today for about 100 pips. And then as the Asian session began here, we had a buy limit here at 455.6 right there. That was the buy limit. We had this shit at like 6:30. We had this position at 6:30. Look what the fuck happened. The market missed us by 3 pips and took off. So literally missed us. I think Jordan was able to market X over here. I wasn't at the charts. I just set the position and I left because I'm out and about with my kids. So like whenever if it tapped, like I would have ran back to the PC. But like when this was happening, like I wasn't at the PC to market X. I was just like waiting. I was looking, you know, on the at the chart to wait for this to tap. Never 3 pips away, and then it fucking took off for how much? Like 600 pips.
You know what I was doing? I was taking a nap at that time.
Mm.
Shit, I missed the whole thing.
Missed all, bro. I don't know if you would have market executed, but it missed us by 3 pips. And like honestly, I probably would not have done Asian session if we were in the if we got activated over there. Actually, I would have. I would have opened up Asian session talking about. Bro, if we were in this position right now,
That's
I
a
would have
big one.
definitely done the stream. I would have opened up Asian session talking about get the bundle, gang. How come y'all ain't in this position? Get the fucking bundle.
Hit the bundle.
4628.5 is my like final TP.
Oh shit. Bro, the market's been missing you all day? Well, it's like, come home, bro. Yeah. She wanna hang with an Indian. She wanna hang with an Indian. Oh shit.
Come to
Shiva
7-Eleven, my
now.
friend. Come to 7-Eleven.
Bro, let me guess. You're Ahab, are you Indian? My friend, you Indian? You could have just told me you didn't like the caps. Bro, the entire chat's been telling you we don't like the caps. It's not that we don't like them. It just feels like you're yelling at me. I can't read them without yelling them inside my head. You're Egyptian American. You go way back? Like way back into the alley to get some drugs. Way back in the alley. Play some Indian music for the Indian fans. It's crazy, bro. Indians will do everything extra. Like you ever hire an Indian on Fiverr to fix your computer, and when when it's done, like your taxes are done too for some reason? Bro brought my computer back and did my taxes. But like Indian parents though, like I get the stereotype. I had so many Indian friends in Brooklyn. There's a lot of Pakis and a lot of Indians in Brooklyn. And bro, you could have Indian parents, you could have the most successful kid in the world, right? You could be like right now, you guys are trading. I pray if you're Indian and you're trading and you make $1 million trading here, I promise you, when you show up at your parents' house, your dad's like, well, why didn't you become a doctor? Why don't you be a doctor? All this trading nonsense, why don't you be a doctor? That's what the Indian parents are. Can you have ice cream? How many ice creams you had today? All right, go ahead. I'm not even Indian and I know this shit. Yeah.
Bro, my grandma thinks trading isn't even a job.
You're either a lawyer, doctor, engineer, or a failure in Middle Eastern culture. Yeah, but look at Jesus. He was a carpenter. I don't think he failed. Look at your brother. So you admit Jesus was Middle Eastern and brown? No, I think he was Mexican, honestly. I don't know, bro. Bro, if he was hung like this, He must have been black, right? Or dark. Yeah. That's all you're yelling, you mean? Like the Asian guy from Family Guy? You a doctor yet? Putin released something saying he was black. What? I don't know, bro. Let's talk about the charts. Let's talk about how we're not part of this drive up here right now, because it missed us by 3 pips down here. Let's not even talk about that. I do want to see this range get filled. It's likely we see a reaction here. I do not want to take any sells right now against every possible time frame. From the daily on down to the 15, we're bullish. I'm still tight, Wicks? For what? What happened? Wait, what happened, Nate? I missed it. I must not heard the chat earlier. My brother is doctor. All right, so we figured out who the black sheep of the family is. Now that we got that settled. So, like I said, I like this level, but I don't want to take it against every single bias, because what can happen here is with that momentum, with the volume, right, with the bullish volume, we can break these. These are the only stops I have to go by, which are like, what, they're small, 37, 40 pip stops. But I like this level because it's on multiple time frames. There's precedent here at this level. Right? It repeats multiple times. Look, it's a 4-hour historically, right? We see a nice rejection there. So highly likely you see a reaction here. But because it's against the bias, that probability of our drive goes down a bit. But I would expect price. This is the expectation. I just don't. I would need candles to help me out here. We haven't printed in such a way where the candles help me out. Take a top look entry here. But I do expect this. I do expect price to get up here. I do expect price to show some kind of retracement, possibly to here. And back up. This is what I expect here. You should be able, when you have moves like this, you should be able to split the screen in half, right? Fold it over each other, and it should match. It should be a mirror image, because price, it shouldn't be, but because gold is so technical, the same way price comes up is the same way it goes down, right? The market mirrors itself all the time. That's why you see move corrections, and they happen in, look at this. You see the mirrors here. You see the levels being mirrored here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. You split this in half, that move. Boom, boom. You split that in half right here. You fold this page in half here. So the market likes to do that. That's what I'll pay attention to and see if we can get in either up here or down here for the buys. I do see price going for the highs on our, a lot of liquidity above highs on our. When you want to put sell limit pancake, you look at 1 5 minute 2. No, I might look at the 1 and 5 for reference in terms of what wicks were formed first. Like, let's say if I missed how price printed, I'll go back to the 1 to see how things went in a candle in order to know what the next order of business is, right? I was gonna say order flow, and that would have sent the fucking stream into a praise. What the next workflow, right, of things is. What do I think about this? I try not to think, honestly. Every time I say I think, I hate myself for saying it. I try not to say I think. We're gonna see it and we're gonna react. I say it. I notice myself saying I think quite a bit, and I've been really trying to catch myself and stop, because it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what we do when the time's right, and will we know? How good are we at being able to tell when the time is right? Like I said, our job is to predict with high degree of probability the high volume candle. We don't want to be exposed to risk for too long, right? But you do got to risk it for the biscuit. What do you think? What do you think? Have you ever thought about adding order flow to the strategy? No. No. But I did have a thotty last week. Anybody know what a thotty is? How do you decipher a thotty? T-H-O-T-Y. We had a thotty earlier. A thotty should be an award. Like, there should be like an Oscars for traders. Real traders. So you were into fridges. A thotty is a trade highlight of the year. That's called a thotty. Barzo, nice. You're able to get out of your straitjacket today and get onto the stream. Appreciate you showing up. Yeah, we were in a trade for an hour and a half a few sessions ago. And that was our thotty. That was our trade highlight of the year. You have win in the stream. So you were into fridges. I don't even know what that means, bro. I'm into answering machines. How about that? I love answering machines. Do you even know what an answering machine is? Does anybody know what an answering machine is? Okay, hold on. Anyone who's not born before the year 2000. Anyone who was born after the year 2000. Do you guys know what an answering machine is? Think about it. Answering machine. Basically voicemail. You fuckers are Googling this shit. Yo, who remembers the very first caller IDs though? You get a little box, you connect it to your dial-up fucking house phone, and
Those were awesome.
and you put a little caller ID, and it was perfect. I'd sit at home and wait for the school to call. Like, I dare you to call right now. Send a letter, see what happens.
Remember when we used to record a soundtrack from the voicemail? Little part of the song.
Yeah, people used to do that shit.
That was
You know how terrible
Yo,
that sounded?
holy
People would be
shit.
sitting in their cars trying to get the shit off the radio.
Yeah. Hey, it's me. Call me back. Oh my god.
everything was manual.
Holy
Those
shit.
were
You
the
are
days.
receiving a collect call.
Please call again.
I don't know how I lived without a cell phone before, but like I used to know every number by heart, like maybe like 50 numbers. Right now, I don't remember my birthday. I used to know so many phone numbers. I still remember my childhood number, the very first number for my very first like apartment. Matter of fact, somebody should call that shit right now. LimeWire, ICQ. Bro, I remember Napster. How about that? AOL. Bro, what? I remember Tetris. Bro, you remember the game where the wolf had to go left and right and catch the egg? And all you had to do was click left or right so you could catch the egg that's fallen? Snake on the Nokia phone? Bro, Tetris on the TI-83 calculator. How about that? Texas Instruments, baby. Whoop, whoop.
I used to play Pac-Man on the TI-84. That was my shit.
Or maybe the 84. I don't know, bro. Yeah. Anybody remember getting the books in school and then going straight away to the first and the last page to see what everyone else that ever had this book wrote? All the wild shit in there, all the ratchet shit. My first day, I didn't know that was a thing, right? My first day, I get a book in school, and it's a history book. And on the first page, you open it up, somebody wrote in big red marker, "In case of fire, look on the last page." And then I look on the last page, and somebody wrote with a big red marker, "I said in case of fire, you asshole." I remember that forever. My first book that I ever got. Remember the Cube Runner game? Yeah. I remember all that. Earthworm Jim, Crash Bandicoot. I remember all that. Damn, I got better memory than I thought. That's crazy. East Coast, West Coast beef? Yeah, bro, I remember shit like that. I can't remember who I lost my virginity to. I can remember shit like that. We'll say remember YouTube and Apple. Yeah, a long time from now. We're just rallying up here. But a great day in the private community. Great day in the Signal channel. A lot of pips caught. And I think we can be content with how we did today. I think we can be very happy with how we did today. Wait, hold on a second, chat. How you join the Signal channel? You got to get the bundle. So exclamation mark signals, and you'll get a link from the Nightpod. By the way, right now, first 10 people to join, or first 10 people to get the bundle will also receive a 50K straight to funded account. Get a 50K account. So hurry the fuck up. Was so focused on sales this past 2 days, had multiple losses, but actually without doing what it should, because that goes along the lines of I think, right? You keep thinking it's gonna sell off while it's showing you, it's telling you it's buying. That's why I want to get away from the habit. Oh, I think, because when you think, you tend to get ahead of the trade because you're not sure what's happened yet. But when you see it happen, the thinking goes out the window. It's just either parameters are met or not, right? If you were a computer program trading with no emotions, you were a bot, right? It would all be about parameters. Doesn't matter what you think, feel, what it looks like. It doesn't matter what your intuition is. You know, it's just parameters are parameters. So, and of course, intuition is really just your knowledge guided by experience. Really, that's what intuition is. It's just the experience that you have. Is it real money, 50K, or no? You think I'm gonna give you $50,000? It's 50K funded, but it's not a challenge account. It's an instant funded, so you get to trade right away. Hold on, do we need to go over how prop firms work? Is that a thing now? Is there a new graduating class coming in right now? Is there a new freshman class coming in? Not open account at Ninja, open a TradeAvate. Yeah, the Leafs got another first round pick. They're gonna need a lot more than just first pick in the draft. Yeah, please, gang, drop a like, sub to the channel, and please share the stream. Share, share, share. Share if you dare. 12 minutes to go on this 1 hour, and the rally just continues here. Dinga 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 dinga. John Chayka is the new GM for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They got real. No, what about, yo? Didn't they bring in like Matt Sundin? Or that was like an honorary thing? I used to hate that guy when he played. He was just too good. He always used to hurt the Rangers, man. He was like a Reggie Miller for me. Never liked Sundin. Senior advisor. It's all marketing. He ain't advising shit. Honestly, they bringing him back for the community to be like, oh, look what they're doing. They're bringing their old people back. Yeah. I'd like to see Colin Kaepernick become GM of the 49ers. That's what I'd like to see. Bring that motherfucker back. Whatever happened to Cap? What's he doing? I always figured he's like somewhere chilling on the same parking lot with Delonte West. Austin Matthews might be done. He getting the boot. He's great. That's what I don't understand. And how many not first round picks, how many first overall picks have the Leafs had in like the last 15 years? Like the last 10 years? Talking all this shit, is probably their first. It just feels like they get really good picks year after year after year. And you know who it feels like that for also? San Jose. Why are they always at the top? Like, get some picks correct so you don't have to be in the lottery, right? So you can succeed. They're always at the top. Oh. I swear, you know what it is? You Indians have the best tutorials. I swear, I think that's where my accent comes from, really. Because every time I go on YouTube, like when I go to YouTube University and I want to learn some shit, it'd always be like like a redneck, it'd be like, you know, it'd be a couple of British whoever it is, you know what I mean? Just people with an accent, and then it'd be an Indian dude that just going in depth on the tutorial, my friend, and you do this, all that shit. And bro, I swear, Indian tutorials on YouTube have probably saved humanity more times than superheroes. Probably a fact. Or you need to disassemble a nuclear bomb. All you got to do is to take a pliers. Like, damn. I don't understand shit they're saying sometimes, but I can see it clearly. Yo, I used to get upset at the customer service in Comcast, but now I just talk like them and I see if they can get upset. Please explain, what are we looking for? Profits. I'm looking for a resistance to form here. Usually I'd be looking for a sell limit at this area. I am not in this case when everything is extremely bullish every time frame. So what do we do in this case? We wait, see what this area brings. Do we form a resistance here? Do we form a range here? Do we form a resistance and a support and close above, right? So there's many things that can happen here. Do we just start rejecting and start coming back down on a daily, you know what I mean? But personally, this is what we were looking for as we drew out a little bit earlier here. Right, we were looking to really come up to this yellow line, form a resistance, get back down here. This level runs across here, which means we can utilize these wicks of stops. We can utilize these wicks of stops. I'd probably go with the lower ones down here. Right, we have a solid stop here we can use. We have a solid support we can use. We have a bounce off support, breaking resistance we can use. So ideally, this is what I want to see. Well, is that going to be what we see? I don't know, because after a massive drive, market doesn't turn around, and it rarely does it just start pulling back or correcting. You'll usually get a range, right? It needs to get off the highway. I always compare this to a car getting off the highway, getting off the exit ramp, right? Having to go around to the other side on the overpass, turn back around, go back on the entrance to the highway, and then come back, right? So it takes a little bit. So what happens? That overpass that takes you to the other side of the highway to go back the other way, that usually shows up here in the form of a range, right? You'll usually get something like this. You get an attempt to push up, you might fail, you might succeed, right? But if you fail, that's how we can look for sells here. If we get something like this, boom. Now we had a support, we had a resistance support, we failed to break the resistance, driving off resistance, breaking that support, closure below the range, top wick, break of the lows, we're good to go. We start pulling back heavy here, we will look for those BBLs over here, right? We want a pancake at 460304 area, keep moving up. And if this is going to keep pushing like it is right now, there's just no positions, because we need anyone? Structure. We need structure. Right now, it's just rallying. No structure. Right? No honey. No money, no honey. How to assemble your own rocket in your backyard? Bob Lazar did that shit. Polybacula.
I just went yesterday. I went on a hunt because I need new tires for my truck. Man, I was fucking hunting all over because everybody was trying to rip me off for new tires.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
too. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as Downvote paying $500 for air. Right? Is that what he paid, chat? He paid $500 for air? Can y'all fill up the tire? Hey, motherfucker, you just
Magical air.
could have bought
Magical
a
air.
tire. He could have bought a car. Could have bought like an Altima or something.
Well, imagine I found place and they saved me about $600 for the same thing.
Wait, they told you
That's
they
how much
saved you
more.
$600?
No, I did because I was going around. I was calling places to compare, And I went to a place next to me over here, and these guys $600 cheaper because I paid them in cash too.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. There it is. It's pushing. It's pushing. Full TP hit 724 pips. You're a fucking pip junkie, bro. You know how much I got out of that? Nothing. Mine, fucking 3 pips, bro. Fucking 3 pips.
I was honestly surprised that you didn't market execute on that.
I wasn't at the computer. I would have. It was
Damn.
close enough, and the position was just so solid. I would have. But I was a good 5-6 minutes from the moment I noticed it to actually, if I decided to go right away, it would have taken 5-6 minutes, and I just never went. I'm like, hey, by the time I get there, whatever it is, probably gonna activate already. I'm gonna be an asshole just running back there. You had that level before I sent it in the signals, or you got it from the signals?
Yeah, I had been looking at it, and then whenever you had put it in there, I had put my buy limit to where yours was. But whenever it didn't touch it, I was like, no. As soon as it touched that wick, I was like, I'm not gonna sit there and wait for it. It was
I had it right here off this level, right there. That was the buy limit.
Yeah, see, on the 15 there was a wick.
No. To me, after I started looking at it, it just bounced off the 4-hour, but I would have never put it there. I would have never put the level there at the 4-hour right here.
That's true.
I would have never done it because there were much more recent, fresher levels, but the 4-hour probably was the play over here to the left. But man, that missed us by 3 pips, and just look at this. That was our buy limit. Shit, right on this candle, yo. Grace. Man, you expect the bottom wick here somewhere, right? When it was printing, I'm like, all right, dope. We just closed with no bottom wick here. Next candle, for sure we gonna fly. Yeah, we did. It flew without us. I was so happy with. I went from like the biggest high to the lowest low when I seen this candle close, and then when I seen this one not create a bottom wick, I was like, yo. What you say fuck me for?
I don't want to take a short because this thing could be driving.
So don't take a short.
I'm not.
Nah, it's like exactly like catching a fallen knife right now, taking a short. Like, how do you know we topped out? It's don't call tops on these moves. You can call levels, but don't call tops. Yeah, you want to take a short? You could probably still do it, but it's got to be logical. And it might set up. It will set up, because whenever the market needs to pull back, a short is going to set up. If you haven't seen it set up yet, then wait.
That was. I'll be honest with you, I changed that a lot. That was my biggest kryptonite. I was trying to look for short. Tops and bottoms. That was always cooking me. Obviously, I changed that now. But yeah. But before, just trying to get ahead of the market.
Yeah, I mean, that was where the wick entries came from last year, right? Or 2 years ago, when we were trying to get ahead of the market. But now we're much more calculated with it, that we're just surgical with these trades. You know, so it's just been a growth process, right? Growth over goals. We're always optimizing. No diplomacy here, because the learning never stops. Don't worry about the goals. You'll smash them as a byproduct of growing. Just summed up the first 3 years of live streaming for you in about 5 sentences. Up it, 200 pip. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bro, this is not customer service for wherever you did not receive your withdrawal from. But wherever it is, I'm sure they have like a Twitter or something, like a MySpace. And you should be able to get in contact with whoever's responsible for not paying you. Tom from MySpace, gotcha.
You should check OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. One hour top week and 2 weekly flip. No, that's not me. Can't be me. We're so overextended here. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Well, let's get a resistance formed, get a support formed, and maybe it'll look better. That's the hourly closure. Almost no top wick there. Opened up with a top wick. You know what we haven't seen in a little while here? A leg candle. Reggie over there like, I've been meaning to take them bitches, but they not coming. Came by to like the stream was doing the solo thing again. I mean, you couldn't be doing the dolo or the dual or the you know, the three-way thing, because that's your name, solo. So you by nature have to do your solo thing. Because even if you aren't solo, you are solo. You get it? You're not a businessman, you're a business. And all of them got filled on the push up. Yeah. I know, but we ain't printing any. We ain't printing. Oh. So, what else? Anybody else got any exciting stories? No one went cow tipping this weekend or anything? Nothing? Nothing. Aliens, nothing. Hey, what the fuck do you guys do? Is it at home? You need to get out more. Touch some grass. Chat, fix your banana shaped back right now. Straighten up. Straighten up. Let's go. You know what we're about to do. Kenny's ready. Get another flex in. One more time. Let's do this. The buys. Once you get that blood flowing, man, it's a different world, different existence. You're just ready for it. I'm ready to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Just telling you, I'll pick somebody up and throw them at somebody. Businessman looking for leads. First time had the whole family over since I moved there. Where? If you got your whole family over, definitely don't turn on this stream, bro. Come back down here. I wonder if we bottom out at 46.16 to come back up. Doesn't owe us. Slow. We'll see. We might get that 30 fake out, the closure back in range, right? I don't mind looking for a retracement here. It's got to be correct though, right? We got 200 pips worth of possible retracement. Let's learn to love the retracement. Remember what I told you, we need to print a range in order to head back down, because the drive back down after printing a range gives us a range 2 breakout, which is what we need, right? That's a rhetorical question. I'm not really asking you. This, you need this bullish candle and then the closure below you, right? Once you close, once you close below the range, remember what I said, good to go, break of the lows. Until then, we must await. And 15 is no good here, right? Because the 30 could just be creating a bottom wick. The hourly could be creating a bottom wick. Shit. We did get a closure above, right? Yeah, albeit there's no top wick on the previous hourly. It's very small, right? A minor one. Oh, it's 17 pips. That's not too minor. 15 pips. This one already created a top wick, and this one's 45. Holy jumping effing Jesus. Ranges are big. Bigly. So yeah. Possible support could get established 46.16. I won't act on it until 46.03. Fish?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
You asked about the weekend? Oh, yeah. Lower low created as it looks. No, because that one candle creating, especially on a small time frame, creating a lower low. It doesn't mean much when you look to the hourly or to the 30, and we're still creating higher highs, higher lows. It's all relative, right? Come visit St. Lucia? No, maybe. I don't know. One day. Like, it's not on my list, right? Like, I've never been like, oh, you know where I really want to go? St. Lucia. Yeah, it's cool if you're on a cruise and you want to save some money and you got nowhere else to go, and you want to get fucked up and feel seasick for 3 days or whatever it is. Yeah, I think it's a really cool place to go to. But hey guys, so I signed up for the bundle last night. So question is, where do I see the Zoom link? You should get it from WAP. WAP should get you the Zoom link. Oh, we should get you the Discord link. And in the Discord, there should be a section called Wix's Table. In there, there's a channel called Clubhouse Chat, and then there's a Clubhouse Zoom. In the Clubhouse Zoom, you'll see the Zoom links dropped. I seen an email sent to you asking for your full name. Please respond to that email. My friend, if you are tired, very good, my friend. That means
What are you
weakness.
doing?
That means weakness is leaving the body and entering your cousin. You did already respond. That's cool. That's cool. You're very responsive, bro. How punctual. Punctual. All right. 15 closing. Don't mean shit. Need the range. Need a range 2 breakout here, right? We need a bullish closure. Probably retest to the highs. It won't be on the 15 because any kind of push up here flips this 30. And then you might eventually start filling the wick up. So we need a range 2 breakout for any kind of sells here, gang. And I'm also going to ask you to give me a minute. I'll be right back. If you guys want, you can chop it up in here. Chat. But Zoom mics are open. Give me a minute. See if we can close above here. That gives us bullish 30 bottom. Wait, we got a bottom wick on the next candle. We could look for a push up here. We gotta wait on this 30 to close. We're also at the end of the 4-hour candle, and you'd expect a pullback, right? Because you'd expect the 4-hour to have a top wick here, right? 90% of candles have top and bottom wick. You'd expect, probability dictates, this candle's going to have a top wick, and if that's the case, you're going to expect a pullback, right, before it closes, so you could have that wick. Look at this 1-hour celery play we might have on the next 4-hour. Well, we don't push here and we can close like this on the hourly like we are right now. Yeah, next hourly celery play, we're gonna look to push up here. Right, you want to see? Oh, whoops. Love to see it break it out low there though, something like this. Break that previous candle low and then come back up, break the highs. That's our entry. This is our stop. BP. We look to the left, this wick right here, 52 area. 46.50 probably flat. Yeah, celery play 101. 30's gonna flip. All right, then let it flip. That's good for us. We're kind of holding support here, right? Holding support, faking out, closing back up above. Right, 30 setting us up for the celery play. Yeah, if we close like this in 6 minutes, we're gonna look for break of highs after a nice bottom wick here. Probably to at least 23 areas, right? 23.6, 23.5. Ooh, people at the Zoom door, come on in. Hey, Hector. Renewing the bundle. W. All right. Breaking the highs. If it pushes up here, it's going to do it without me. It won't do it without me. Do it. Give this 5 minutes, see what it does. 1 minute, not really what I wanted to see. All right. You think 4 hour will be bearish the next 4 hour because we tap target? I don't know, but if we keep rallying like this without pulling back, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna wait for this 4 hour close in 30 minutes. If we don't end up pulling back, I'm gonna call it. I come on stream watching you 5 years. It's so sad you've been watching for 5 years and you're not part of the private community. Get the bundle, bro. Ugly, ugly closure. Could not have asked for an uglier closure. Can I get the free entry bundle since I got the place? You know what it is? In situations like this, this is where you want to pay full price, right? You want to pay full price. You know what it is? You're going to your friend's business. That's the last place you want to ask for a hookup, for a deal, right? Because you're going to support your friend, right? You want, if they run a business, you want to support your friend. You're not going for the deal, for the hookup. Your boy, you want their business to succeed, right? So you want to support. That's the place where you pay full price. Just very simple. If you're good, that's how you support friends, right? You don't call your friend, oh, I started a new business, perfect. Yo, you hook me up, you give me a discount. No, I want to show up, like, and if they say, hey, can I hook you up? You say, no, let me pay full price because, you know, you're trying to come up. That's how you support their business. Pay full price, not ask for a discount. Right, homie? Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm muted because I'm talking to my family. I got my wife in front of me, and absolutely no reason for you guys to be in on that conversation. Yeah, you guys see me talking. You thought I was talking about the charts. That 30 was a terrible closure. It's an ugly 15. That's a lick handle 30. There's just, we're not buying here. You don't understand Russian? No, we were talking in English. I'm in Miami. Nice. We're in Miami. Hi, Aaliyah.
Yo, Wix.
Yeah, man.
I'ma blame this lake candle on you, bro. You spoke it into existence once again. You just said, you know what we haven't seen in a while?
A lake candle. You are right. You're at Axis? Okay. That's how Miami I am. I don't know what that is. Hail to the lake candle. What? Models everywhere come single, I advise. Man, have you seen the smoke show that I'm married to? Knock, knock. I gotcha. Rhythm fingers in the building. Gotcha. Welcome to the Zoom. Zoom out. Who's there? The chicken, you idiot. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the idiot's house. You got the chat popping? I don't even know how you're allowed to type this much, bro. I thought only mods were allowed to have this many messages. I don't know how you're doing that. Number one. Number two, I don't know how you're doing that and you don't have a number one fan thing next to you. Make me mod 5 years? Bro, I know you for 3 days. I remember the name for 3 days. You got to be really active in the chat like you are right now for the next 5 years. Word.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Started with you and Don? Yeah, but I don't like you got to be active in the chat. Like I read the chat, right? There's sometimes stream where I don't miss a message. Who are you? He is Ahab Saleh. Let's take a vote. I don't think you want to do that, my friend. I do not think you want to do that. That's not the way you want to go here. I'm trying to help you out, bro. We take a vote here. It's going to be really bad. It's a bad look for you. Trust me. I've been here for 20 years. Make me co-host. Do a vote.
How about no?
I got love here. No, you do. I mean, just keep showing up. Keep showing up. So there's one way to become a mod. I'm not the one that even decides that. I've never picked a mod in here. All of these mods are always decided by the mods. So whoever's a mod at the time has voted these guys in, right? They got jumped in, wrenched in. And yeah, and some of those mods that used to make those decisions are no longer here, right? They've lost it, but some of the people that they voted in are still here. So it's kind of been, yeah, I love the enthusiasm for sure. Yeah, Sam, I agree with you. So the mods here have all like picked each other, right? That's why it works so well, like a camaraderie thing. Like they vote the next mod in. And then I don't have a say in it. I just say, oh, I like that choice or I don't like that choice, but my ears were ringing. Hey, the man, the myth, the legend. Caviar. You know why they call him Caviar? My daughter gave him that name. My daughter seen him in Discord or in the YouTubes, and she was like, why is his name Caviar? Or she was like, hi, Caviar. Vote for me. Vote for Pedro. Only got one question. Do we have room? We got room. That's what I like about Javier. He's got his own style. He's got his own things he's known for. Right? He doesn't need to regurgitate. He got his own things. J-Book building a rep around here. True. True. He's been showing up for a little while. Runners up 100 plus. Bro, you see this white line? I had a buy limit there. Missed us by 3 pips. Look at this shit, bro. This was a buy limit. It missed us by 3 pips. And took off for 800. Yeah, get the bundle. You want to have your face on stream? I mean, that's not really most people on here, they just want to be profitable, right? They don't give a shit. Right? They can't go to the store and be like, well, I'm on Wix's stream. Can I have this watermelon? The watermelon. No, right? You want to be profitable. Seven and a 7.5% today. Nice. We're up over 100 pips on a day, but that was midday, right? That was New York session. We're up over 300 pips on the week, gang, in the Signal channel. Maybe more. Like, there's been little wins that I haven't counted. I'm counting like the 3 or 4 big wins. Yeah, I think like last month was my best month of the year. And right now, we're on pace to outdo last month. Told you, Q2, time to supercharge your accounts. I've been saying this for many, many years. Every year I got somebody saying, oh, you weren't kidding. You weren't kidding, man. When you said supercharge your accounts Q2, you were not kidding. Nope, I wasn't. I wasn't kidding last year. I wasn't kidding the year before that. I wasn't kidding the year before that. Every single year, I say the same thing for the last half a decade. Thumbs up looking weak. Yeah, I agree with you. Please drop a like. Don't even do it because we're asking. Do it because you got some value out of here. Do it because you vibe with us. Even if you don't trade like us, and you like showing up here for the vibes, even if you want to troll, like I love the trolls. Those are my favorite people, right? That's my favorite interaction because I get a chance to execute, to perform, and to, you know, to show the truth, right? To be the light, not just see the light at the end of the tunnel. I get to be the light that people see. And the best feeling in the world is turning haters into believers, trolls into supporters. That's the best feeling in the world. Got it. I'm in. I also found the Signal chat. W. Here for the vibes. Yeah, you're not the only one. There's a lot of people like that. Yeah. We had a wall of trolls with the crazy hair, and they all have your names on them. 4-hour close bullish. Yeah, I read that. I have. Yeah, we talked about that. 4-hour close bullish, but we need a pullback in order for the 4-hour to have a top wick, in order for it to have range to trade. If it closes, no top wick, it gets really difficult because it's closing heavy bullish, 800 pip 4-hour candle and no top wick. So we're bullish, but we have no more range to go. Market will likely start ranging. You started here, you started out as a troll. W. Did you? Yeah. I thought I was a troll. The very first stream, motherfucker banned me. I had to you know what I did? I bought his signals. Not because I needed fucking signals from him, but because I needed to talk to him. So I bought the signals. And when he sent me a message like, welcome, I was like, bro, you banned me on stream. He's like, oh, I saw the name. I thought you were a troll. I was like, nah, I'm just like, I fuck with you, you know? Like, why are you banned? And because, you know, I always joke around and stuff like that, right? So I think the very first time I hopped on his stream, he must have had like 8 viewers. And I don't remember what it was. I said something and he thought I was trolling. And I must have made a joke, thought it was funny. I think that's how a lot of you start up. You come in here, you say a joke, you feel some type of way in your real life, right? And you show up here, you don't realize the vibe is different. Joke, people don't get it, you get banned, people think you're a troll. And then, yeah, and then like I reached out to him. I was like, yo, unban me, bro. I got bought the fucking signals. The only reason I got him was just to get access to him so I could talk to the dude. And you know what? That led to one of the best friendships I've had. Yeah, like it turned into a great friendship. We like every time me and him talk on the phone, it's at least an hour and a half to 2 hour conversation. We just vibe. We'd be like, you hang up. Nah, you hang up. Nah, you hang up. Nah, you hang up. No, you first. You first. Nah, it's not. You know what it is? We'll be talking, and I'll like half a day will go by. I'll be like, I'll hit the gym, I'll dip, pick up the kids, and we still on the phone. We just go, and I don't even realize like we were talking once. It was like a 4.5 hour conversation, and the time flew by. I was like, yo, wait a minute, when did we get on the phone, bro? I got shit to do today. It was like 2 p.m. I got off the phone at like 6. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? We should have recorded this call. That was the first thing he said. Damn, we should have recorded this call and then played it for the community, because we were talking just so much about trading and like it was just in depth. In depth. Shit, fruity cut. Yeah. Fruity with marshmallows. When we all used to chat on Wick's channel on Don's Discord. Oh, remember that? That's right. Yo, I used to have my own channel in his Discord. That was the W of him. That was actually, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that, but he ended up giving me my own channel on his Discord. I think that helped a lot, right? That helped boost the Asian session and get that out there. What happened to Marco? He's very successful. He's very successful at what he does. And it's not Marco, it's Marcos. Marcos. What is he successful at? I can't tell you exactly. Yeah, I don't think he trades anymore, but he's very successful. Like he started like he owns Birdhouse, right? So started that with nothing, and he's the owner of Birdhouse. Where do you think this is heading in the next day or so? Yesterday I thought it was going to come further down, but it's flipped. Look at the week. The week, tap target. It filled the wick. It came down here. And now it's pushing up. What I would say is, what do we know? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday's a sell day, right? We also know that's not a given, right? But probability dictates it's a sell day. That's what the stats say. Numbers don't lie. That's what numbers say. So I'm gonna go with that. That's not gonna decide direction, bias, structure, or what we do. But that's a small confluence we can use, right? Now we have this daily, right? That's pushing up. If we are able to get a daily resistance held, right? If we hold daily resistance, we open up top wick tomorrow to a actually no, we've opened up. This is the Wednesday candle, right? So we're making a top wick. We don't really have a bottom wick here. We could either hold this resistance or close above it, fake out, and start heading back down for the rest of the session tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, New York session. And start retesting the lows that we just started from earlier in the session. Oh, get out of replay mode. But if you're talking specifically just tomorrow, I would say the weekly should push up here, right? After that bottom wick. But if we're talking specifically tomorrow, a lot will depend on the 4 hour and the 1 hour by the time we get to New York session, right? What London does. Tomorrow is still today's daily candle, right? This candle here. So I really want to see how we close at this resistance. Do we break it today? Do we push up to the next resistance? Do we push up and then come back down to close below here? This is going to be very key at this level. We might tap this area and start a heavy move down. Not out of the question yet, right? And remember what I said, after a heavy push like that, you usually don't just reverse and head down. You'll find a range, right? Like an example here, right? You'll see a little U-turn, right? Massive move, U-turn before. But massive move, a little bit of a range, U-turn, right? Before correction. Massive move down, there's a bit of a U-turn here on a smaller time frame. You range over there. If I go to the 15 over there, right, look at that range. You ranged for quite a bit and then you go back the other way. So it takes time to turn around after a massive move. That's why I'm under the impression that if we hold this resistance on the 4 hour, we're just going to range at this area for a little bit. But just because, you know, most of the time Wednesday is a sell day, that's, you know, that doesn't mean there can't be buys. That doesn't mean you have to sell. It's just something to keep in mind. But we're not going to base our analysis on. We're going to base our analysis on the actual closures that we see, that we get here, because a lot depends on timing. And the only way to figure out timing is to be able to read the candles and then be able to understand levels, understand volume, recognize opportunity, and the most important skill of all, putting all of that to work together in unison, right? Like a well-oiled ditty party.
Lube them up. Lube them up.
Yeah, so I mean, you want all of that working together, right? One does not work without the other. You can't have risk management but have shitty entries, right? You can't have good entries and bad risk management. You can't have, you know, great trading and then your mental is fucked. And then you go off the rails one day a month. Like, everything has to work together.
A well-oiled machine must have lube.
Bougie ain't here because he at the party.
The diddler. Who's the diddler?
Diddler. I knew I shouldn't have said nothing. Knew I shouldn't have said nothing. Well, looks like just a rally and nothing else doing here. I don't know, there's not much happening, just rallying. If we see a pullback, a support created, I'm going to expect a retest of the highs. So maybe some buys later. Maybe a range 2 breakout later as well. Possible BBLs here, right? A possible pancake entry down here, depending on what we do. So depending on how we come down, if we come down, do we form a range here, then drop? Do we form a range, pop up? Do we retest, right? Do we break and retest and bounce? Like, it really depends on the small time frame here and volume. And if I were you, after this heavy push for the session, if we start ranging now, don't you look for a breakout at midnight. Don't you look for it at 11:30. You wait for London. You wait for pre-London volume to kick in and show you what's up. I would bank on a correction here, right? There's a lot of room to correct here. We just rallied. So London might give you that correction. London might range and then a correction for New York, which would give you that bearish, right? The sell-off, the sell day that we were talking about for Wednesday. So put yourself in a position to succeed and wait for a high volume time. Wait for the market to pull back, to have structure. And then you can, knowing that gold is really technical. And if you create highs, you retest highs, create lows, retest lows, you create a resistance, you create a support, you fill the range, right? What's a resistance and a support? Creates a range, right? So you wait for it to get to those technicals that you know are going to have that gold respects, and then use them to your advantage. Right? Congrats to everybody that caught those 100 pips with us in the private channel. If you weren't part of that, get the bundle. So you could be a part of that. You should be a part of that. And then you could be on here on the Zooms, delay-free Zooms, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Right now, first 10 people to sign up, get the bundle. Also get a 50K instant funded account. And what a deal. I can't believe I'm doing this. Can't believe I'm doing this shit.
Get the bundle.
Get the bundle.
My friend, deal of the year.
Yeah. It's a Dottie.
Who's that,
Deal
Hector?
of the year.
Hector was on there late last night with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What time
yeah.
you guys finished the Discord session?
I
I
fell
hopped
asleep
off
on-
at like 1:30, right before lunch.
Is that why you stopped answering,
I
Kenny?
went to sleep too, man.
I fell asleep on them.
You fell asleep on the stream?
No way.
Dude, me and Hector were like, Kenny, are you there? Are you there,
Yeah.
Kenny?
Yo,
I
that happened
know,
to me
we
once
didn't
before.
hear.
I was on stream. I said, hold on, gang. I got in the car. I left. And then like half hour later, I'm like, holy shit, I'm streaming. Where the fuck am I going? Because I
Oh,
walked
hey.
in the kitchen. I ate. I got a call. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be right there. I got, I'll put my kicks on. I
Me and
did.
Jordan were like, Kenny, where you at, Kenny?
They got to talking, and I sat back, and they was just chopping it up. Before I knew, I woke up. It was like 4 o'clock. No one
Yeah.
home.
I was
Nah,
like, all right, I'm gonna
I
go
came back
bed.
to my stream like an hour later, like 40 minutes later. I was like, damn, gang, you guys aren't gonna believe this shit. I forgot I was streaming and I did.
Yeah, that's what it said. I looked up like, man, I fell asleep.
I come
on
back, everyone's like, yo, where's Wiggs?
them. Yeah, we was up late. But you know what we're gonna do though? We're gonna get that bag.
It's been a
Oh,
great
yeah,
year. It's been a great
it-
fucking year.
That
This
late
has been a
night-
good start to the week, honestly.
We're almost halfway through and we're 100 pips. Week.
I'm
Yo,
at like,
Detroit won today. Good game.
Oh yeah. That's what I was doing, watching the finish last of the game. Make sure
Who else
they
is
handle
playing
it.
today, right? The Lakers are playing.
Yeah, Lakers playing now. Halftime.
What's the score? They're up?
No, I don't
No,
think
they're
so.
down 61-53. I see.
Yeah.
Yo, what a game, Arsenal today. Really good game. Squeezed it out. Squeezed one out. But you know what? I don't think they're better than neither one of the teams on the other side. I don't think they're better than Munich, Bayern Munich. Bayern. Proper way to say it. Bayern Munich. I don't think they're better than them, and I don't think definitely they're not better than. Okay, help me out. You here? Have you taken more trades tonight? Also, we logging right now. Crypto and meta. No, we trade gold here. We've placed trades on IQ. Like, that's not really our forte, right? Like our specialty is really gold. We that's all we do every day, all day, every stream for the last half a decade. So all on stream. It's all recorded. Every single one of these trades in our record, wins, the losses, the breaking, every single one of those was taken on stream. So yeah, only gold futures for the most part.
People come on here and ask us to look at other stuff, and we say no.
And actually, we say,
How about no?
There you go. So, just in case you're thinking about asking, it's gonna be no.
yeah, gang, or hour. Hold on. That's not nice. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I don't like this. I do not like this. I don't know how steep this top wick could be. Technically, we should make a top wick and come down, but because that's an 800 pip 4-hour candle, this top wick could break the highs and then come down, for all I know. Your win rate is higher off stream or the same? Probably higher, because there's a lot more trades taken, so a lot more wins than losses, so it's probably a lot higher, right? Because there's just more trades. But then again, honestly, that's just my thought process. But if it's like, if your trading is your trading, right? If you're winning 90%, 80%, whatever it is on stream, that's what you're doing. Off stream, that's what you're doing everywhere. But it's not, I don't know if my win rate's high. I just know there's a lot more wins, a lot more profits. Yeah, gang, I'm going to call it a session here. That's one of the ugliest closures we could have had. No top wick here indicating no range to go up, yet we closed with an 800 pip bullish candle indicating that we should head up. So this candle might create that top wick, create the range. We come back down and then re-break highs. We might create this bottom wick, come back up, break highs, and then re-break the bottom wick in order to come down and correct the move a bit. But that's going to take some time. This is the 4-hour, right? For us to take sells, we need a range 2 breakout. For us to take buys, we need to create a resistance and then form a support. And right now, none of that has happened. So it's multiple candles. We'd be waiting on multiple candles, and it's getting late in the session here.
I'm up
Will
tonight.
you be live for New York tomorrow? Yes, I'm gonna try to go to bed early. Honestly, I did not wake up. Yo, my kids are so lucky. They had a day off, everybody, today. I missed my alarm. My oldest one missed her alarm, probably because she saw that I missed mine. She's like, I'm not waking up.
We just got on with us last night. I said, that's where he messed up. That's why.
Yeah. I was on with them until like 2 a.m. I think I did at 1:30, but I was up for another like hour and a half. And problem is, like, yo, I just slept right through my alarm. I woke up today and I was like, oh shit.
Look out for Discord, y'all. We better get on.
Yeah, but thank God, you know, a lot of people got the bundle, a lot of people in the single channel, and we caught 100 pips. We didn't stream, but we still got the dubs.
We're gonna get some tonight.
And we have 4 trades, right? The 100 pips is a result of 4 trades. We had three W's and one B. And one trade that missed these 800 pips right here. The buy limit right there that missed by 3 pips. We could have been massive here. Massive. You just sold, Jose? Yeah, like candle closure. I think Reggie's in these cells too, are you? I don't know if Reggie is, because Reggie knows the power of the 4-hour candle closure with no.
I'm still in bias.
No, I'm in the cells. I'm in it.
You're in the cells? You took it here? Yeah, nice job.
Yep, I took it.
Off that wick. I want this to fill for you. Man, there's so much volume. It can fill so much later. Like, this can fill like 2 hours from now. You know what I mean? But I hope it does so now. Obviously, like, I have a dog in a race, and that's Reggie. So I'm gonna root for him. And Drizzle.
Check out Discord, y'all.
Yo, I'm gonna run here. Gang, if you want to trade with us outside of the stream, obviously get the bundle, become part of the private community. But the fellas host trading sessions in the Discord, so join our Discord. And you know, last night they were in there till like 2, 3. So
3.
3, yeah. So you could have been trading with them. I hopped in there for about an hour and a half. So like it was pretty dope. So join the Discord. Discord is free. There are paid channels, right, that you get with the bundle, but for the most part, Discord is free.
We love
Show up to the live streams, fall in line, right? Get in tune with what we're doing, how we're trading, and keep showing up.
And get the
Really,
bundle.
that's the secret. Keep showing up. But yeah, Get the bundle. Gang, go get your top 1 futures accounts. If you don't have your accounts right now, ready to go, ready to trade, get an instant funded account. Use code WIX, get 50% off. And I think it's like $300 for instant funded. Like I said, 50K or 150K. And yeah, make sure you use code WIX and show up here ready to make money, not past challenges, right? Skip the challenge, get an instant funded account and trade to make money right away. I'm gonna run. I'll see you guys tomorrow in New York session. Please drop a like, sub to the channel, and share the stream. That's the only way I can grow this community. That's the way we beat the YouTube algo, right? The algorithm respects the likes and the subs, and if we keep doing that, it's going to keep recommending the stream to more like-minded people, and we're going to build a really toxic-free, the least toxic Forex community out there, right? That's what I want to pride ourselves on. And I need your help. I need your help to do it. I can't do it without you. I'll keep showing up, keep providing the analysis, keep providing the W's, keep providing the pips, points. And all I ask for is your support and your help. Okay, on that note, we'll call it here. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Signal channel, maybe positions tonight. If they happen, obviously, I'll call them in the Signal channel. Everybody else, get the bundle. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. Kenny, appreciate you. Jordan, Hector,
Yes, sir.
Turk, everybody that was here.
See you later, Wix.
Late night trading.
Yeah, Kenny, I'll hop in there with you too.
Caviar show. Shut up. Yeah, see, the guys are already planning a Discord session. All right, so
I'm at the
join
gym.
Discord.
I'll probably hop on. I'll hop on after I get back from the gym.
Oh, you already know.
All right.
All right. Maybe I'll hop on around midnight for a little bit too.
You're gonna mess up tomorrow.
Yeah, don't mess up tomorrow. I'm telling you. We're rooming the Discord in the voice channel. Somebody will stream in there.
What are you doing, my friend?
All right, gang. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Join the Discord, get the bundle, and keep showing up to the streams and support. I appreciate you, fam. And enjoy your evening. See you guys tomorrow. Later.